Hello, everybody. This is Vanessa Horn. Welcome to our Profit with Honor training today. It is my delight to have you. I'm going to walk you through 3 key Facebook strategies that are designed to have you having people private message you to work with you. I'm really excited to share these with you. I've been working with a lot of clients over the last year implementing these strategies, and so it's my delight today just to give you a really power-packed webinar with information that you can implement immediately. I know a number of you are going for some really great goals within this last 90-day run of the year in order to be able to hit your volume rank, in order to have your team duplicate success, in order to earn the trip that is on the horizon for you, in order to go for their last push for that bonus or for that car. This is one of the peak seasons of the year, and I want to equip you with tools that are going to help you achieve results. Like, these are things you can implement immediately in the next several days and have a new stream of leads coming to you. I've literally had clients who are like, Vanessa, I've done everything I know to get my business off the ground. I've been going after my friends and family, and I need some new strategies to get new leads in. And so that's exactly what we'll be talking about today, so that you can harness the power of Facebook, which is the largest social media platform that people spend time on. But we're going to dive into that in just a minute. But let me go ahead. I'm going to take you over to the slide so that you can follow along for these 3 key strategies to implement them. And I'm going to cover them as fast as I can. I promise that if you're saying, Vanessa, I wish, slow it down, let me really make sure that I got these steps, I'm gonna be sure to share with you where you can get the steps after the webinar so that you can implement them and how you can take it further. If you're interested in saying, you know what, I want to take this further, I'm going to promise I'll give you that information as well. So let's dive in, because I'm going to give you some really practical things that you can implement and utilize right away. Okay? So here, let me get my slides going. Woohoo! I just love Google Hangouts. Here we go. I would love to welcome you, and if you're coming in here off of the internet and you actually came here as a result of seeing me on Facebook, then I want you to note that in the comments below. There's a section there that you can enter in. I would love for you to put your name, where you're calling in from, dialing in from to be a part of this live webinar, and let me know, did you see me on Facebook? Is that how you're here? I would love for you to see how many of you are here because of seeing me on Facebook, because you're going to see the power of how I accomplish that, because I'm going to equip you with those exact tools, okay? So here's what we're going to cover today. We're covering 3 proven strategies to authentically represent yourself on Facebook and attract more of your ideal prospects private messaging to work with you. And when I say authentically represent yourself on Facebook, because the kind of people that I attract are the kind of people who are hugely heart-centered, who have a heart to help as many people as they can, and they want to be successful in network marketing. They want to go to the top, but they're not the kind of people who are going to do it in a way that's scammy, in a way that's sleazy, in a way that's pushy, in a way that's just dishonoring of others. And unfortunately, and it really, really, really frustrates me to see the industry not be able to accomplish the prestige that it's possible because of what people are doing on Facebook. I get private messages all the time of people trying to recruit me into their network marketing business, and I'm astonished that some of these tactics are still being used, and I'm like, no, you don't have to do that. So that's where the authentic part comes in. I'm going to teach you how to do it in a way that's not what I say is how to get to the top without burning out, selling out, or losing out. So that's the entire philosophy of the Profit with Honor way. You will walk away with a step-by-step Facebook strategy designed to get you results within days. You're going to learn how to share what you do and position yourself within the industry to stand out from the competition, You're going to get more leads and have business builders pursuing you. And this is a consistent strategy that you can utilize to create leads whenever you want them. The number one thing that I see network marketers say is, I wish I had more people to talk to. More people. Where are my leaders? Where are those influencers? Where are those people who are going to take it to the next level? How can I find them and how can I attract them? That's what you'll get. You will also see actual case studies of consultants who have put these strategies into effect and the results that they've experienced. It's super, super exciting. So you're in the right place if your family and your values are your priority. If you want to know how to build a profitable business from a place of honor, you care about building a sustainable business. That means you don't just want wild success, but you want this wild success to last as long as possible. You want to build an empire. You want to build a team. You want to build a strong residual income that is there and lasts over time. And this is without burning yourself out to get there. Because the number one thing is that when leaders burn themselves out, they cannot sustain their success. And that's when you get national vice presidents who can't maintain their nation, or you get national marketing directors who all of a sudden it's to be able to still keep the car, or executive directors not being able to keep their car. It's because when we go at a pace where we're burning ourselves out, then how can we sustain that over time? So I'm going to give you resources to how do you do that. How do you handle someone, and if you're the kind of person who says, I want somebody who's telling the truth and being 100% real, that's me. I don't want to give you any BS. I don't want to give you tools and strategies that don't work. I'm not interested in wasting your time. This is valuable time for me. It's valuable time for you. So my intention is to equip you and give you resources and tools that are going to help you be even more successful no matter what company you're in. So who am I? You may not know me. You may have been just now introduced to me as a result of Facebook. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. This has been, oh my gosh, 9 years ago. I left corporate America to go into network marketing. Desperate to be home with my boys. Desperate. And I had already tried franchising as a way to get income to be home. And I was the main breadwinner of our family, so I had to replace a 6-figure income. I went into network marketing. It was a huge blessing in our life. Within 6 months, I had earned the luxury car. I had been able to quit my corporate job, earned the vacations. My goodness, it was huge, huge success. And we were going at this pace, going. I kept telling my husband, wait, when I get to the top, then I'll rest. Wait, when I get 4 nations wide, then I'll rest. Wait, and he's like, babe, seriously, if it's not one thing, it's another with you. When are you actually going to rest? But there was this like fear of that it would all crumble. Like, how can I keep this success? How can I help as many people on my team get that success? So the thing is that everything on the outside looked perfect. I mean, everybody else wanted to be where I was at, and unfortunately in this industry, and I talk to network marketers all the time who are saying, Vanessa, I feel like I can't be real. I feel like if I really do share what I'm going through and what's going on in my life, that it will affect my recruiting, that I won't be able to bring in the kind of people that I want, or it'll affect my team's performance. And I'm here to blow the way that this industry is done because I know what it felt like. I was this image of, okay, I've got to maintain this image, this level of the success that I've had because the aim is for everybody to want to be where I'm at. But I was going at a pace that was completely burning me out and nobody knew. I wasn't able to really share that. And I didn't really have solutions of how to change that because my upline was doing it, sideline. It was just this, wow, this is what this industry is about. And we always talk about working part-time and getting full-time efforts. And yes, once you get to a certain rank in a company, you can really kind of cut back more and be able to maintain that. But what I've discovered is that there's a middle class of distributors that are the most affected in the network marketing industry because their families are depending on a new income stream that they've brought in through their network marketing business. And if that volume dropped and their incomes dropped, their families are substantially impacted. That's what I call the middle class of network marketing. Now, there's people who are making a couple $100 a month. I mean, if their product, their company, all that went away, they're not as affected. And then also anyone who makes over $35,000 a month in network marketing is in the upper tiers, in the high percentages, that if their volume dropped, their incomes dropped, they can still maintain a livable lifestyle. So I've been in this industry long enough now to have worked with dozens of companies and consulted with some of the top, I'm talking #1, top 10 in a number of companies, and have worked with them as clients, those top distributors. So I know what you're facing. I know what is the trap that can happen in this industry, and it was mine. It was the success that I'd achieved came at a price. It was my kids that suffered. It was my husband that suffered. I was thinking and breathing my business all the time. Now, it's super easy when you love what you do to not feel like work, but I was not sleeping because I was so excited, but it wore on me over time, and I was always on. Always on. My husband's like, can you not be on your phone when we're out on a date night? Can you not be checking your volume? Can you not be responding to your team all the time? And I didn't know how to do that and really believe that our volume would maintain, much less grow. So who sacrificed? It was my kids and my husband. And I was determined. I said, there's got to be a different way to do this. Why are there not enough models in the industry of how to create success and not do it in a way that's like chickens with our head cut off, going. Everybody will teach you work like crazy in massive momentum to try to create that momentum, but nobody will teach you how do you do it smarter. It doesn't have to be that way. And there's something that really spoke to me when I read Matthew 11:28. in the Message version, and it spoke to me. It said, are you tired? Are you worn out? Are you burned out? Come to me, get away with me, and you'll recover your life. I'll show you how to take a real rest. Walk with me and work with me. Watch how I do it. Work with me. I was like, oh my gosh, it's really possible that the divine, my creator, could be my smartest business partner and giving me guidance in my business. And this really stood out to me. Learn the unforced rhythms of grace. Could you imagine creating success from a place of unforced rhythms of grace? And the promise that I will lay nothing heavy or ill-fitting on you. Keep company with me and you'll learn how to live freely and lightly. Freely and lightly. That's what people want. And so I had to change what I was doing. I was determined to work smarter, not harder. I measured everything by return on investment. Everything. Our life is our moments, where we're spending it, our energy. So many people say, Vanessa, I'm trying to fit it all in. How do I manage my time? The most important thing you could do is manage your energy. Where are you spending it? Where's the draining? And so with that, actually, I had not created this as a product per se, but I had created it as a mission. How can I profit with honor in network marketing? How can I profit and do this from a place of grace and ease? How can I really test everything that I've been taught, everything that I've been saying because I heard it, and really see what is possible? And because I was focused on working smarter, not harder, because I started looking at how can I leverage every single thing that I do to get the best return on investment from it. And return on investment was my corporate life. I was a financial analyst, so I knew, okay, from this kind of effort, how can I get the highest results? And look what happened. I was able to cut back on how much time I was on the phone, and we rose to the top. We rose to the top. We earned the trip. Now, let me tell you, it was exactly this time of year that when I was committed to this new way of doing business, that I said, I was sitting at a volume, like literally by the end of the year, if I could double it, I would be on the chairman's council of the company. I would earn the trip. I would be at the most prestigious level that was in this company that I was in. And I made a determination, okay, I'm going to give it a hard run right here at the end of the year. As a matter of fact, it was later than now. Like, we're in September right now. I actually made this decision in November. Okay, crazy to think about doubling my volume by the end of the year in order to hit a December 31st goal. And I said, but you know what? This is my company. I want to earn the trip. I want to be on the chairman's council. And we did it. We did it. I'm going to share with you. Facebook was a huge, huge part of that. It was a huge part of it. And so some of these strategies I'm going to teach you is so that you can work smarter, not harder. These strategies that I'm going to teach you are getting the best return on investment, because my mission is to help you make more money without losing your friends, your family, or your soul in the process. So I'm going to show you a sneak peek into the Facebook strategies that I teach in the online launch portion of my program, because now I'm consulting and working with distributors across dozens of companies. I'm not actively building in the field at this time. My mission is to elevate this industry as a whole, so I'm empowering you, other leaders across companies. How can you optimize your company, your opportunity? But let's do network marketing differently. Let's really stand out. Let's elevate it to the degree that it can, because this is the most powerful way to empower others to create independence, to create incomes and businesses with a very little investment. And so I really believe in the mission of this industry and what we could do through it. So what we're going to cover are those 3 proven strategies on Facebook. Now, why would I choose Facebook? There's a number of social media platforms, and you'll drive yourself crazy trying to keep up with all of them. Okay, this is statistics as of the end of last year. It was more than double second place. Facebook was more than double. Google Plus was the next one down at 540 million users, 1.19 billion users at the end of 2013. Let me give you an update what this last quarter was for Facebook. Here's some statistics. 40 minutes a day. The average Facebook user spends 40 minutes a day on Facebook. Now, don't get me wrong. This is not a place where we're going to go and bombard it with pitches. This is the #1 issue that I see with network marketers on Facebook. They are bombarding their walls, their timelines with their product opportunity of their business. They're just like, it's totally spam. Then they're sending private messages to people that they're trying to prospect, and they're writing paragraphs to them, trying to convince them, and they might be using language of, hey, come take a look at this, and all the statistics of what makes their company so amazing. You guys, I get them all the time. The next version of this training, I'm going to take some screenshots and show them to you, because I get them all the time. So I know this is happening. But there's a way to use Facebook in such a way that's not intrusive, that's not in the face of everybody, and just annoying the heck out of your friends and family that are on your feed. How do you do it in such a way that's honoring of them? So 40 minutes a day, people want interesting stuff. They want stuff that's going to captivate their attention. I'm going to show you how to do it in such a way that they're eager to hear from you. They're eager to know how to do it, what you're doing. They're eager. They're asking about your products. They're asking about your business. Wouldn't you like that? Private messages every single day, people wanting to work with you? I'm going to show you that. So mobile advertising, mobile. This is the power of mobile, because I'm going to teach you some little insider secrets that are related to Facebook mobile. It was 62% of their revenue, because that's where the growth was on Facebook. I'm curious about you. Tell me in the comments below, do you access Facebook primarily from your desktop or from your mobile device? Tell me in the comments. I'm curious. Do you access Facebook from the mobile or from your desktop? Tell me in the comments below. Say, Vanessa, mobile, Facebook on my desktop. Let me know. Oh yes, I'm seeing that you guys found me on Facebook here. Mobile or desktop? I'm curious, because according to statistics, the majority of Facebook users are on mobile. So, which one is your primary choice for accessing Facebook? Great. Yep. So, the other thing is that 12 billion messages are sent per day through Facebook. It is one of the primary means of communication. So how do you do that? How do you access that? How do you really tap into this incredible market that's on Facebook? I'm going to show you. Okay? So here's the thing. How do you stand out instead of looking just like everybody else? If you just go about the regular way that people are doing network marketing, you're going to look just like everyone else. There are dozens of companies in network marketing. And your company, even if you're proud of the brand of your company and you're plastering it all over your wall, you don't look much different than the other distributors in your company. How do you stand out? You brand yourself. You brand yourself. I'm going to show you what kind of impact that has on people reaching out to you. You is what we're branding. How you show up in the world will be the most magnetic part of you. Be fully you. Brand yourself consciously, because if not, you're already branding yourself unconsciously. People are making impressions about you. And if you're attaching yourself from your company, your distinct voice is not being heard in the marketplace. People join people. We're building the asset of you, your name, your position in the marketplace to align with your purpose, because people will want to join you because they want to know what's different. How do you make your voice stand out in the marketplace? So it's not just a bunch of noise. It's not just another Facebook post. Oh, it's not, one of those network marketers that they just aren't paying attention to because it just looks like everybody else trying to spam their walls. This methodology I'm going to teach you will put more leads coming into your business. Now, here's a weekly activity sheet that I take my clients through as a way to track their leads. How many leads are you speaking to on a weekly basis? Are you taking them through a systematic method to convert them to a business partner? That's your number one way to grow your business, is really focusing on those business partners. The product sales will come if you focus business first and share product hand in hand with it. But don't neglect and just share product and not be going after business partners. So I want to show you how you can consistently have these leads coming in through Facebook. Now, I've worked with distributors across dozens of companies. This works no matter what your company is, because what I'm going to teach you is how do you stand out. Now, when you brand yourself, here's the number one mistake, and let me see if I can find this here. When I go to people's Facebook pages, I see in this about section, independent distributor at XYZ company. This is the problem. That is not branding you. That is branding your company. When they go to click on that, if somebody else has already talked to them about your business and that company, then what you're doing is you're promoting that company, which is great, but you want to stand out of why do they want to join you specifically. So you want to create on your personal page a link to a personally branded page that's you. Now here's the thing. I wrote a book called I'll Have What She's Having, because I believe the number one marketing strategy is to be fully yourself and so alive that people say, hey, I'll have what she's having. And so this is where you have the opportunity. It's like having two billboards to play with to capture that I'll have what she's having, professionalism, fun, your personality, and stand out from the marketplace. So your personal page, some guidelines is, let it capture your personality, capture parts of your life, have it listed right here, a link to your business page. Your business page is a professional image, fun, results. If you have, if you're getting bonuses, cars, don't just put a generic picture of a team on there. Nobody knows what that is. I'm going to show you some before and afters of things I've done with my clients and how they now stand out and what kind of results it got from people private messaging to work with them. So you want it to be in line and classy and stand out, people saying, oh, what is she up to? And you're going to offer a description of transformation right here. In the About section, you're offering a description of transformation. Now let me give you a couple examples in the industry of people who are privately branding so you get it. It's like, okay, what Vanessa's talking about, now your eyes are going to be able to see it. You're going to start noticing those that are at the highest ranks in their companies, have some privately branded, personally branded work that's out in the world, not just their company. And if you pay attention, you'll see, but nobody teaches the strategy. I'm teaching it to you because it works effectively. So here's some examples. So you might be in Arbonne International, you're on this, and here's a beautiful example of one of their key leaders who personally branded. You can tell love is a huge theme for her. Her personality's coming through, personally branded. Personally branded, not, you can put the name of your company in the description if you want, but you're capturing your own personal essence instead of using a generic branding of your company. Here's another example. Number one leader in Rodan and Fields, Sarah Robbins, does a fabulous job of personal branding. I mean, you look at some of her imagery and her work that she has in online branding, it's like, oh yeah, I'll have what she's having, and it works effectively to draw in leads. And here's another example, personal branding, Danny Johnson. Many of you here are huge fans of Danny Johnson. I love her, been to her live events, has powerfully touched the lives of a lot of people that I've worked with. And the thing is that she's personally branded. Like, I've known her to be involved with network marketing business. I don't know what the latest is, but she can do a network marketing business under the umbrella of her personal brand. That's what I teach you to do. Here's another, personal branding, one of the top leaders, Jessica Higdon. So she's personally branded. Here's one of the top leaders from Visalis, a power couple, Nick and Ashley Sarnicola. Know these guys. They've branded themselves, power couple. They're owning it. That's the same thing for you. You're going to own your position in the marketplace. Be conscious. What are you creating? Are you standing out? Now, here's what I recommend that you do. I say tap into your purpose is the reason of what you're putting out there in the world. Now, I'm going to walk you through a step-by-step template of how you're going to message and market yourself in such a way that your posts and you and your business stand out. Because one of the things that I see network marketers do is that one, they don't really ask a lot of questions of their prospects to kind of get them opening up, instead of just bombarding them with one-way directional communication and information. And two, they're waiting until somebody gets to a live opportunity meeting to really share their stories. Now, it works to get people to the opportunity meetings, but why does it work? Because usually at the opportunity meetings are where those powerful personal stories are being shared. Now, I'm going to show you how to leverage that to use it online on Facebook. Now we're going to bring that story that you might share at the front of the room in an opportunity meeting and leverage it on Facebook. Share it in such a way that it has people saying, whoa, I did not know that about you. It totally makes sense why you're doing your business. Wow, I didn't know that was the mission behind what you're doing. Wow, I've got to work with you. That is the kind of response you will get by positioning yourself this way on Facebook. So one, you're personally branding, and you're tapping into your purpose, because that purpose, that's your story. It's a struggle that you've overcome in your life. It's your soapbox. And in essence, what you're saying is, this is what I'm about in the world. This is why I'm doing. This is who I want to help. This is who I am helping. This is the results of the people who have joined me, and the kinds of how they've been transformed by working with me. And this is why I chose this company, and here's an invitation to work closely with me. And you're going to see the kind of response that people will have as a result of hearing this side of you. It's just being more powerful in your position in the marketplace. It's more powerful in how you're sharing yourself. Now, you might be, I'm going to share with you just how to do that via a launch.